Hey guys, it's Rob here, and in this video we have 5 interesting, lesser known, and some utterly bizarre Ted Bundy facts. Now, if you are watching this video, then chances are you're already interested in true crime, and have no doubt heard of Ted Bundy. But hopefully at least a few of them may take you by surprise, because they certainly did for me. Alright, without further ado, let's get straight into it, starting with fact number 1. His sister was actually his mother. Born to a single mother in 1946, Theodore was raised by his grandparents, believing them to be his actual parents. He was told that his mother was his older sibling. It is speculated that he didn't find out the truth until he was in his 20s, and this may have had some impact on his mental state during his series. He saved others' lives. For a time, Bundy volunteered at a suicide prevention hotline in Seattle, and he was considered good at this role by his peers, one of whom was notable author Anne Rule. On top of this, at age 24, a few years before his series began, Bundy saved a toddler from drowning in a lake, diving in to save him after the young boy had fallen in. He kept his victims' heads. It is speculated that Bundy decapitated up to a dozen of his victims. He would then take those severed heads home with him as trophies, kept until, presumably, their decomposition would have been noticeable. He was his own lawyer. Bundy did study law for a while, but never became a fully fledged licensed lawyer. However, this didn't stop him from firing his defense attorneys and taking on the job himself while on trial. He loved the attention he'd been getting since his capture, and so him wanting to be centre stage as his own lawyer at what was the trial of the decade shouldn't have come as a surprise. His courtroom performance leads us on to our next fact. He married a witness. Carol Ann Boone was involved in Bundy's trial as a witness for the defense, and whilst in the witness stand, amongst Bundy's questions for her while acting as his own defense lawyer, one would stand out. Would she marry him? Incredibly, she said yes to the man on trial for multiple murders stood before her, even going on to have their baby a year after he was found guilty and sentenced to death. His Volkswagen Bug is on public display. In a weird case of morbid public curiosity, Bundy's now infamous Volkswagen Bug went on display in a museum for everyone to see. The very vehicle that lots of young women were lured into, never to be seen alive again. The handcuff guardrail in this photo makes the permanent exhibit at Alcatraz East True Crime Museum especially disturbing. His pride cost him his life. Ted Bundy did not have to fry in the electric chair. He was offered a plea deal where if he confessed to 4 of the murders, he'd get 75 years in prison. His rejection meant that he would receive the death penalty, as he was seemingly unable to admit to the world that he was guilty. So there we have it, 7 facts about Ted Bundy. How many did you know? Did any of them take you by surprise? Let me know in the comment sections below. If you enjoyed the video, please feel free to drop a like, as it really helps out. And if you love this sort of content and learning about serial killers, then consider subscribing. It is completely free, and I've got so much more to come. Thank you for watching, hope to see you in the next video. I was Rob, and I'm going back to bed.